Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Reading Light, the podcast where we discuss all things sort of books, maybe some other things here and there, just a whole hodgepodge of stuff. How is everyone doing today? It's a little gloomy here right now, so I do apologize if you can hear it. I'm away from a window, but I don't know, maybe a thunder crack, or we have like this lightning detector in my town that just kind of lets you know when it lightnings. It goes off every now and then. So if you hear anything like that, that's what that is. And I do apologize for any background noises. I am also trying a new recording setup here. It is a little different. I'm working more with my phone than my laptop. This is a very budgeted production, as I'm sure many of you who have listened to this can probably tell or at least see from any socials or anything. But we're a one-woman show here, and I'm trying my best. I'm trying to work out things, test it out, see what I could possibly do with this and make work in situations. So I do apologize if it's a little funny. We'll see how this goes, and I hope this goes okay. So anyways, I guess we could probably maybe just dive right into what we're talking about today. Again, you probably saw the title, so you probably are familiar, but today we're talking about book accessories, and we're talking about all sorts of book accessories, from bookmarks to reading chairs to whatever makes your reading life a little bit more fun and cozier. I'm pretty excited for this episode. I think it's kind of fun to talk about all the different accessories that are out there, especially given in recent day and age. I think especially with TikTok and stuff. I mean, of course, whole purpose is a lot of times it feels it's just to sell you things. So what better way than try to sell a bunch of stuff to a bunch of people who like to read and all that. So but still, it's, that's a very pessimistic take on it, but it still is fun. So I do like enjoying, exploring the different book accessories, buying certain book accessories and whatnot. Kind of how I'm going to structure this episode is, first, I will be going into my favorite book purchases. So maybe you could take these as a little bit of recommendations. Of course not though, but I mean, there's no links or affiliation kind of thing. So this is truly just my organic recommendations. I don't have any motive behind these, but anyways, we'll go through my favorite book purchases, and then I thought it'd be fun to kind of look around on Amazon and Etsy to see all the different sort of stuff that is out there for book lovers, and what do they make, and what am I missing? What could I get? I know I just went on that bit of a tangent about capitalism and selling people stuff and everything for their book stuff, but I still think it's fun to browse, and we can kind of discuss what's out there. Does it feel necessary or whatnot? I'm hoping the search will be organic, so you'll get my fully kind of raw but tailored thoughts about some of these book products and what maybe could be cool or what kind of looks like a little bit of a scam. But anyways, let's jump right into some of my favorite book purchases. Oh, wait, first, actually, I got a beverage I'm drinking today, a more fun beverage. Last time it was just water, but it's more fun today. I have a Diet Coke with a little bit of raspberry syrup in it. So it's kind of giving dirty soda, but also not, because I don't have any creamer, and I don't know if I can get on board with that. I'm scared it's going to curdle. So I'm not on that board yet, but one day maybe you'll turn on this episode and you'll find that I am on board with it. Anyways, let's jump into it now. Okay, so I kind of have a list here, of course. I mean, if you've listened to this podcast by now, you understand I am a list girly. So my first thing on my list is pretty bookmarks. I love a pretty bookmark. I used to not like bookmarks. I used to just not use them. I used to be like, why would I need them if I could just fold down the corners of the books, which hindsight, not good. Don't do that. But now I do like bookmarks, and I have a bunch of different ones. A lot of them are pretty free. I haven't paid for them in probably a while. I don't think that's necessary sometimes. I know some places, well, I guess I should say because I know some places give them out for free. And this is especially the case there's this bookstore I enjoy going to in Milwaukee called Boswell. And they have a kind of really funny little bookmark, and it has this cute little phrase on it that I love using these. You get them, I think, free with every purchase. At least that's how it was back when I was buying books. I haven't bought a book from them, I think, since 2019. That's mainly because I'm just not in the area anymore. They used to be right down the street, basically, from where I went to school. But now I am not there, so... But they did give out these really fun bookmarks when you purchased it. And the bookmark on it says, "Please use this free bookmark wisely. Do not leave it in the rain, nor throw it at your enemy. Eschew the urge to use it as a substitute memo pad. Avoid open flames. It has a hallowed purpose. It reminds you of how happy you were before you were rudely interrupted by anything but reading." So I love this one. I used to have a couple of them, but I think my other one got pretty beaten up. I can only find this one I just read off of. But I really like that one, and I really think that's kind of a fun little thing to have this little bookmark. I don't know, maybe some people don't think it's pretty neat, but I think it's pretty cool. So I like bookmarks. I will always take a free one. I like when books give them out in the book. I don't know if you've ever experienced this, but sometimes when you buy a book, there will already be a bookmark. It's usually themed to the book you bought, so it's not like some random person left a bookmark in there. It came from like the publisher and everything, and they just put it in there and you just like rip it out and have a bookmark. I had that happen with 2 books. I think one was Turtles All the Way Down, and then I want to say one of the Hunger Game prequels came with a free bookmark. It was pretty cool. I do have many of those, so I got a lot of different ones that I use, and they're always nice, and I prefer having it over just like a random piece of paper or something to just shove in there, so I always think that's great. Next to my bookish purchases, we do kind of go a little out there because, and I kind of hate saying this maybe, but my Kindle and or Nook, I've had both in my life, but either way, I guess an e-reader in general is another one of my favorite purchases. I absolutely adore my Kindle. I liked my Nook back in the day, and I adore my Kindle now. It has, I think, really helped with reading and carrying around books. I feel like I can like sneakily bring a book places now. Like, those moves of like, well, I'll just bring a book if it's boring. And well, now I don't have to lug it. It just slides into my purse, and it looks like, I don't know, it looks like it just slides in like kind of like a cell phone. Well, they're a little bit bigger than a cell phone, but you get the vibes. So I like that. I find it so fun and easier to especially get like library books and such. That is to say, of course, go into your library and support your library in person. Don't just rely on the little ebooks, okay? If you take anything away here. But it is still a more convenient way, because especially I'm someone who, I'll finish a book at night like 10, 11 p.m., and immediately I want to start a new one. I want to get a new one started before I go to bed. I won't read much of it, but I'll read a little bit. Best way of doing that is I will get a book from the library, like digitally. So that's always really fun. Now we'll take the curve a little bit back. We'll come back down to maybe more affordable things on this list of favorite bookish purchase, and that's blankets. I love a blanket. I always need a blanket on me. It feels like I feel naked without a blanket. I need a blanket. I know that might sound crazy, but I need them, and I especially need them when I'm reading. There has to be a specific blanket I have when I'm reading. It feels like I need to have something there. I need to be cozy underneath it. I've been dabbling a little bit with like heated blankets. That's been kind of a fun development, but I'm also not picky. Right now I currently use a blanket I got at FYE back in 2014, 15, I want to say. It was $5, and it has the band Big Time Rush on it. That is my current go-to blanket. It is my Big Time Rush blanket. I love it. It's cozy. It was cheap, but it's so soft and so fun, and it is my blanket. And I also love Big Time Rush, so it kind of all works out in the end. That's why I bought it, I guess. So I love a blanket. I love a good blanket. I think that's kind of fun. And to kind of piggyback off that, I like my reading chair. So this is yeah, I guess we're back up in the curve has now shifted back to, oh boy, that's expensive kind of vibe. But probably my favorite thing is, and this is the priciest thing, of course, on the list, is my reading chair. I got this really big, not fluffy, well, kind of fluffy. This big, comfy, cozy reading chair. It's so nice. You sit kind of low. The arms come up so high. I can just lounge around on it. It's amazing. I got it from Art Van Furniture back in the day. I don't know if Art Van is even still around, but it was a must buy, really, because I just wanted a chair. I wanted a nice big chair, and so it's cool. It's green. It's really nice, and I think everyone should have maybe their designated reading spot, if that works with you. If you're someone who bounces around and that's what keeps it kind of fresh and fun, of course, more power to you. But I certainly love my reading chair. I think it's one of the coolest things I could have bought for my reading sort of habits and love for. So love it. Great, comfy, cozy. I use my blanket on it. Of course, I do everything in this chair too. I'll surf the internet. I'll play my Switch. I'll write in it. I do love it. It's my go-to, and especially when I'm reading, it's right where it's especially also helpful because I can like separate my bed from like my reading time. I don't know if it's true, but they used to tell me in school that like if you do your homework in bed, you'll have a harder time falling asleep because your brain will associate your bed with homework instead of sleeping. Like I said, I don't know if that's true, but if it is, I'm trying to curb that by reading and doing everything in this chair. And then when I'm done and I can put it away, I go to my bed. Of course, I'm on my phone in my bed. So maybe that's not the greatest, but it's kind of helpful to keep it separate. But I also don't think there's nothing wrong with reading in bed. Of course, I don't always stick to my chair, especially if I have my Kindle, because it just lights up naturally in the dark. It's much easier than to like lay in bed and read, which is sometimes when you need to. Sometimes you don't want to be sitting up, especially if it's late at night and you're like, I just want to read. I don't want to lay down. So, but that also then brings me back, I guess, to the last part of my list is reading lights. So obviously, as I just mentioned, my Kindle lights up, so it's not the biggest issue when I'm doing that. Funny enough, my Nook was so old that it did not have like a backlight on it. So I had to buy a light to attach to my Nook to then read my Nook at night, because it just didn't light up. It didn't have brightness features or anything like that. So that's probably really dated the Nook there. But I think now I think they're fine now. They light up whatever, but at the time it didn't. So yeah, I would have to buy a special reading light, but I love my reading light. I have all sorts of like little portable reading lights. I like lamps. If you want like a big, like personal, like, a lamp for your bedroom, that's kind of nice. That's a crazy statement to make, but I'm rolling with that one. I also do string lights, which are kind of nice. That's kind of fun and kind of cozy. Definitely helps the cozy vibes. Does it help with reading and singing? I don't know about that, but it's good vibes. But I especially will advocate for like the little clip-in reading lights for sure. That's like my favorite. I still use them from, when did I have one? I like just bought it, or it feels like I just bought it. Yeah, I guess one year we had bad storms and I wanted to read my book. This was before I had a Kindle and my Nook was already kind of outdated, so I wasn't using that. But I needed a reading light, so I bought a reading light to read a book while our power was out at night because I had nothing else to do. So, but pros to the reading lights. But yeah, so that's kind of my list of my reading accessories. I don't have many. I like to think I'm a pretty low effort kind of person. That's not to say people who have accessories aren't low effort, but I don't have anything like those fancy gadgets. Like you see, like you can put your like Nook on like a stand and like adjust it so you can read when you're laying down, but you don't have to hold it then. And then people will get those like little clickers that'll like tap the screen, and so you can hands-free just like change the page. I do always consider buying one. I do think I have them like in my Amazon like list area, my like cart or something. So I am someone who definitely considers those, but I've never I've never bought them yet. I'm seriously thinking about it, but but I don't have anything like that. I also don't have like a book cart. I know a lot of people who have book carts that hold their books that maybe they still need to read or just their favorites or whatever. If I need to read a book, I just have this one pile that sits on my bookshelf, and then I refuse to move the books until they've been read. So it works for me as a method, but I think a book cart would actually be a pretty cool investment. So maybe I'll advocate a little bit for that. But I that's really the only sort of book accessories I can think of. So now I would like to dive into my little organic book accessory browsing time. As I said, we'll be doing Amazon and Etsy. Those are the two where I could really think would probably have like some cool stuff, at least unique, maybe some interesting products. This is much casual. I didn't want this to be too scripted. I was worried about this podcast actually being too scripted. So this is a very casual, this is my first impressions kind of look through. I have literally like searched book accessories on Amazon and Etsy, on both of them. Let's jump in. Let's see what we get. First off the bat, it is reading lights. I guess also with Amazon, I should watch out because stuff is sponsored quite a bit, I think. But either way, it's reading lights. And these ones are pretty like normal ones. But then there's this like special one. It's like blue. You can get it in like all these different colors. Oh, that's cool. And it says Gritton Reading Light, rechargeable book light for reading in bed. Eye carrying 3 color temperatures. Whoa. 5 level dimmable brightness, long lasting, compact size clip with book lamp for bookworms. Blue. So this one's in the color blue. And that's a really pretty blue. Damn. Short press the button to switch the 5 levels of brightness. That's cool. That's cool. Brighter. It says it's brighter. 3 color temperatures for eye. That's pretty cool. Especially as someone who like always uses the what is it? Oh, the yellow tone on my phone at night. I always have it switched to that. That's pretty neat. And that's supposed to like help your eyes. I don't know if it does, or helps you fall asleep, I think maybe. Is that it? I don't know. But I always use that. So that's kind of cool to have that in a reading light. That's fancy. Then it's flexible angle adjustment. So you can like give it a whole go. Damn. This is only $5. Well, normally it's $7. This seems like a lot for $5. It is rechargeable, which is kind of annoying. I am someone who gets kind of sick of like rechargeable stuff. Like I just give me a damn battery. You know what I mean, guys? But well, maybe that's not eco-friendly. Actually, I have no idea if that's eco-friendly or not. I don't know. Pretty cool. It's got pretty good reviews too. 4.8 stars out of over 5,000 reviews. Okay. Yeah, for sure. So that's cool. That's cool. We got a book light there. We got sticky tabs. Oh, for like annotations, page markers. Love that. Love do. I want to be more of the annotator. I think. The more I think about it, I'm like goes back and forth. But I like these. These are pretty neat actually. They come on like rulers, like little rulers and stuff, and they're flexible. These are pretty cool. These are pretty neat. So that's for annotating. That's pretty cool. That's a good book accessory. Oh, here's one of these thumb page holders. I don't know if you guys have ever seen these on TikTok, but these thumb page holders were like, they're like these big, like people make them, I think, out of like resin and stuff. And like, they're supposed to keep the page down as you're like reading, if that makes sense. That's pretty cool. I do kind of like that. I don't like how the like 5th result or 6th. Yeah. 6th result on this Amazon page is Mini Brands book capsules. Okay, so those are just mini books. Cool. Here's a hand strap for your Kindle. Oh, okay, that's neat to help you hold your Kindle. I know a lot of people, I had a God, what do they call that? Pop socket. That's it. Yeah. Whoa. Mine has a pop socket on it, so that's pretty cool. Here's a flat book light. Oh, okay, so you just put it. This looks annoying. A flat book light. So you're meant to just put it like on the page. But then you gotta like, it's like clear and it has like a light at one end. that shines on it's supposed and then lights up like the whole page. But then you gotta move it every time you flip it. Maybe I'm missing something with that one. That one's really kind of annoying. Here's a book. Oh, like a book holder. Well, it also shows with the like, tablet, so maybe that's not a bookshelf. Well, that sure is an accessory. Oh no, we're getting into this stuff for like schools. Oh, here's little cat bookmarks. They're tiny. They look like they're creeping on your page. That's really cute. Oh, transparent sticky notes. Ooh, I do like those. I have those. I don't use them very much because I am just like, I'm really not the annotator that, other people are. But I do like this. These ones are different colors. That's pretty cool. Another book light. Oh, a book scented candle. That's pretty fun. Oh, a book lamp. Oh, one of these lamps where it opens like a book and it's like a soft glowing light. That's pretty neat. Oh, pastel. What are those? Highlighters? Oh, yeah. Bic pastel highlighters for your book reading. That's cool. I do like that. Ooh, here's a book stand. This one's a little bit more book stand, not such like tablet oriented. You can be used like that, but it like will hold it down and like it has like these little things on the side that'll keep your page down and it swivels. Wow, this is really neat. It's got multiple purposes, so it does show like it'll hold your tablet, but it'll also hold like a laptop. Whoa, I don't know why that word escaped me for a second, but you can position it and everything. Yeah, that's it. They got the ball clips. So easy one-handed book flipping. Oh, okay, I see. Pretty cool, actually. These are really neat. Permanent materials, compact storage, book stand for cookbooks it holds and such. That's pretty cool. Pretty neat. Actually, that's really kind of smart. I do like that. Oh, bookends. Bookends are good. Personally I keep shoving too many books in there, so bookends not vibing for me. But I can see their use I can see their use. Okay. That's not me knocking bookends. Get the bookends if you need them. Let's see what else. Oh, a reading journal. Specifically says a reading journal, reading log. I don't know if you need to buy a specific book that says reading journal, but maybe. I don't know. You know what? Actually, it's on you. Okay, another one of those book things. Well, one of those book things. Wow. Yeah. Everything's a book thing, Haley. Hello. Book Nook DIY miniature house kit. It's a little miniature kit. That's a bookshop that you would put together. That's real fun. That's real fun for the book friends. That's cute. That's not so much a book accessory, but I like that. Oh, here are these fancy neutral color pens that I see all those influencers buy. The ones where you're watching those restock videos and you're like, who needs gray colored pens? They do. Ooh, here's a book light. Okay, so clearly we're seeing a lot of book accessories means book lights, bookends, pens. But this is actually, I think, a really cool one. It goes around your neck. So it's curved. And it says it's a rechargeable. Perfect for reading in bed, knitting, camping, repairing, book lover's gift. That's good. Good for the SEO there. Comes with 3 modes and 6 brightness levels. Okay, it's kind of like the other one. Rechargeable. Yeah, fine. I get it. It's a little weird shape, so I can kind of understand that. But yeah, it goes right around your neck to light up whatever you're doing. Okay, that's pretty cool. It's on sale right now. $22, normally $30. Comes in an array of colors. How's the ratings? 4.7 out of over 134,000 reviews. That's crazy. Wow. So this is pretty cool. Eye-carrying, partner-friendly, and versatile. Oh, okay. So it's not gonna, if you're in bed with someone and they want to sleep and you want to read your book, it's not gonna be an issue for them. That's pretty cool. Oh, here's some questions to ask the AI. Does it have a timer? Oh, yes, it does. It has a timer. That's cool. Or at least that's what this Rufus AI thing's telling me. Actually, that what it's sourced, maybe wasn't information, but cool, very cool. This is neat. I Don't think I've ever seen these before. It says it's lightweight. That's pretty cool. I like these. I like that. Keep doing that. Yeah, we're kind of going into kind of the similar, nothing super duper fun here. Oh, here's a little TBR, like your to be read list in a storage basket. I like that. That's kind of fun. That's cuter than a card, actually. Here's a book-shaped vase for flowers. Oh, so it could go on like your bookshelf? Is that kind of the vibes? Yeah, I guess so. Okay, so you can like decorate your bookshelf. It's a vase with what? That seems like that could be a little difficult to manage maybe, but it's okay. That's okay. If not, maybe that's just me. Maybe that's just me thinking too far ahead on stuff, but TBR jar gift. Oh, okay, that's cute. I feel like I keep saying, oh, when I finally get something, but I see that. It is for, I think you're supposed to like write down the book and then you put it in this jar and then pull it out. That is a cute gift for book lovers. I don't know if you need to go out of your way to like buy that. I think you could just get a jar with some post-it notes, but what is this? Oh, a book sleeve. Waterproof book pouch. What would you need that? What would that be for? Oh, well, I shouldn't say that. Maybe that, I guess I shouldn't say that. I see now, like if you're going to like book club or something, maybe if you're going to the beach, it's like a little pouch and it also fits like your phone and some pens. That's cute. That's really fun. Maybe we'll do like a couple more pages, or not even, we'll do one more page of Amazon. Then we'll hop over to Etsy and see what the girlies are doing over there. Let's see. Anything else happening here? That's cute. I say that's cute, and it's like a sticker. There's of course sticker stuff is on here. I'm not seeing anything too much for like books, like reading and everything. Maybe I should try that. Let's type in reading accessories. Let's just see if it's different. Oh, okay, light stands. Not so much. Now the AI is bugging me. Oh, here's like a little pillow, the little backrest pillow, the little ones with little arms on it. That's cute. That's really good to have if you need it. Well, I don't know if you need it, but if that's something you're thinking about, those are nice. A nice pillow. That's also, I guess, should be on my list. All right, not much even happens when you type in book accessories. Oh, it is recommending Kindle accessories. Let's see if that's might be a little different. Okay, like stands, covers. These are cute. These are good. I found the cover I have. That's fun. Okay, oh, little charms. Oh, that's cute. Little charms you can put right in like the charging port. I like that. That's really fun. That's cool. Okay. I'm going to jump ship here and we are going to go over now to Etsy and see what Etsy's got going on. Let's see. Oh, here's one of those book embossers. I don't know if you've ever seen these on like TikTok, but like people can get them like customized with their names and emboss like the front page of their, like the first page of the book or something. And I don't know what it does. I guess it just makes it more personalized to you. That's pretty cool. See, blind date with a book. Oh, I didn't know people like sold those on like line here. Or I assume so. Is that what this listing is for? Let's spruce up your next day of sending you with a blind dated book with a selection of different. Have to include your personal good guarantee. Oh, okay. Treat yourself to a book and you get accessories with it. And I think that's okay. That's pretty neat. So with a selection of different genres. So what do you do here? Oh, pick your age range. Okay, so if you're an adult, I'm an adult. Genre, let's say dark romance. And then you can add your Goodreads link. Oh, okay. And then it could maybe pull from just randomly from your TBR. Or I think it'll just gift you a book, whatever, Then you get some accessories with it and stuff. That's really fun. That is fun to have just an Etsy person. Just pick your next read like that. I like that. Bookmarks, that's big. Oh, this blind book date thing with the book. That's pretty common, I think. I just found another one. I think that's my third listing. Here's a book holder stand. Now this is interesting. You just like when you're done with the book, you just drape over the ends onto this like wooden stand. And it also has a place for like your coffee mugs, your glasses, a pencil. And it just keeps your page on like this like wooden stand. Okay. I've never seen someone save their page like that. I like that though. That's really cool. There's another blind items. Is that okay to do on Etsy, a blind item? Well, maybe. You know what? I won't say that. Oh, well, I already said it, but I take it back now. Here's a bookmark holder. That's good. That's really good. Oh, it's a couple of different ones here. Bookmark holders, personalized like a little library sign. That's really nice. Let's see what else. Okay, nice. Oh, this is a personalized hand embroidered bookmark. So that's really neat that someone will do that. I like that. Oh, this is fun. Books read this year counter. So it's like a little like, you know, those like countdown to Christmas with like the blocks. These one, it says books read this year, and then you like switch over the blocks and you add to the numbers. Oh, that's really cute. I like that. I see them a couple different ways here. There's like a hanging sign one. That's cool. Personalized bookmark, and it's your dog. You can get a custom of your dog. Oh, these are cute hand embroidered bookmarks, but they look like little tea bags. I like that. That's really fun. I like that a lot. Let's see what else is here. Okay, a lot of book like rests to put your book on. Okay, cute. Little dragon thing, little stickies, little bookmarks. Really cute bookmarks on here. Book review bookmark. Okay, that's cool. You know what? That actually is kind of fun, because what if you don't remember if you liked a book and you go to reread it and you're like, oh darn. Me personally, if I don't like a book, it probably is going to get donated. So I try to weed out what I don't like or what I don't care about or what I'm just not coming back to, just to keep room with everything, of course. Let's see what else. Let's see. Sticky notes. That's cute. Embosser. Okay. Fun stuff. Club Summer. Cute. Wow. Okay. So some good stuff. Kind of getting the same stuff here. Nothing really crazy. I'm saying cute to a lot of like bookmarks and everything. Let's try now then reading accessories, kind of like we did with Amazon, just to see if it brings up anything different. Not really. Oh, there's a lot of those page holder things. When I was talking about the like wooden or resin ones that you put your thumb through and it holds it down for you. These actually seem kind of useful. You know what? I am considering getting one, because I am someone who like, it gets annoying sometimes to hold the book open with my thumb. That sounds stupid, maybe, but it does get annoying a little bit. So maybe we'll have to see. Not much different comes up when you type in reading accessories. I will say that. It is all, they got their SEO kind of down here. Here, let's just go to a random like page 4 or 5. Let's go pretty in depth here. Okay, I like cups. Those are cute. Well, you gotta have a little beverage. Of course, get a themed cup to go with your book, your beverage you drink while you read. Yeah, don't do that. I don't think that's necessary. Oh, here's a case for your Kindle page turner. Okay, that's kind of cool. That's kind of what I was talking about before, like the stand and the turner and stuff. This is a whole case that you can just keep it all in there and keep it together, and I like that. That's pretty neat. Cool stuff. Neato. Oh, I just got a random thing for a soulmate drawing. So the Etsy witches are also in on here. Let's go then to just Kindle accessories, and we'll see if there's anything that's kind of fun that pops up here. Custom Kindle cases, custom Kindle charms. I like that. We like that. Oh, I love these Kindle cases. Oh no. I might have to get a new case. Oh, here's a grip for it, kind of like the pop socket kind of thing, or the strap one that was on Amazon. More of these charms. The charms kind of go in where if you're familiar with a Kindle, there's a little charging port at the bottom. Obviously, it's got to be charged somehow, but there's a little charging port. And then these people make charms that go right in that charging port. And so you can just have it on there when it's not charging and such, obviously. That's pretty cool. Do not disturb Kindle grips. That's kind of fun. Do not disturb charms. Oh, wow, there's people really kind of, I guess, go out with customizing their Kindle. Let's see. Let's go to a further page and we'll, if there's anything else. Oh, a fan. Oh, that might be a nice little reading accessory, a fan. I don't know if that's, you know what, maybe that's not necessary at all. Dang, I should have went here for my Kindle case. I might have to consider that if I want to get a new one. They do some pretty cool stuff on here. Kindle surprise bag, that's kind of cool. Children's book character library. What is this? Vinyl stickers. Oh, that's cute. And it says library card and then has a photo of like the pigeon who drove the bus or Junie B. Jones. That's cute. That's cute stuff. I keep saying that about everything, but everything is really cute. Like, if that's one thing that's going to happen here, it's the girls are going to make cute stuff to read. You know, we want everything to be cute and fun with reading sometimes. Gold Kindle charms. Okay, so we're kind of getting into, let's see what the recommendeds look like, or if there is any. Oh, I don't think it gives you, like, recommended tabs. Oh, yeah, here you go. Related searches. Pop Docket engraved Kindle bookmark. Handwritten personalized Kindle strap. Oh, did not realize that was a thing. I feel like I'm really learning stuff because I've never just gone down these like little like rabbit holes. I kind of just am just reading. I never think to make stuff cute or fun or stuff like this. Even though I just said the girlies want stuff cute sometimes, I've never really thought much about it. Monogrammed book holder. That's pretty fun. Personalized leather bookmark. Oh, okay. I like that. That seems fun. Okay, so personalized book stand. This is neat. This is some really, really kind of fun stuff that's going on here. I do like this a lot. I like what we're doing with reading when it comes to like Amazon, Etsy, and everything. Oh, so pretty cool stuff. This was kind of fun. This was kind of fun to see kind of the accessories. I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope you enjoyed kind of going around looking at what is there, or looking through me to see what's out there. Let me know, absolutely. Do you have any like sort of accessories you swear by? Anything you really want? Is there anything at all, I guess? Anything related to this topic? I definitely always, of course, want to hear what's on your wish list. What do you think others need? I think this is, it's a little bit of fun sometimes to get into, of like the Kindles and everything and the reading, and how do you make like here's one listing. Do you have a to be read bookshelf sign? Which I assume is meant to be put in on your shelves if you have a certain corner that is just your to be read. It's kind of like me with my stack, maybe I need this. But it's like a little like wooden sign that hangs from the bookshelf that says to be read. I'm sorry, now I'm going off. When I was about to sign off, I'm now like, what? How is this sticking on there? Maybe it just sticks? Does it just stick and hang? Yeah, adhesive stickies. Okay, easy to remember. Okay, cute. This is really cute if you want a little like sign hanging on your bookshelf. Here's a mini bookshelf with miniature, or at least 4 miniature books. I don't know if it comes with the miniature books, but it's a cute little wall thing. I think it's for the wall, or it stands up, but it's like a little bookshelf with mini books. Okay, that's cute. That's really fun. What is this wooden bookworm now? Oh, I've gone off completely on a tangent. It's just a little like wooden bookworm. Gosh, okay, there's a lot of really fun stuff. And I absolutely would want to hear 100% if you have anything that is fun, that you like to use during your reading times, or even just to look at, that's kind of like for your reading, for your library, for your little bookshelves, whatever it may be. I think there is just such cute stuff out there, and everyone's very creative with all this stuff. So, of course, let me know. I hope you enjoyed this. Hope you enjoyed this little rant. This might be a little bit of a shorter episode, but I just kind of wanted to hop around, look around with y'all, and see what's out there. And maybe if stuff develops, of course, could make a follow-up here, and we could chit-chat more or something. But so, yeah, hope you enjoyed. Thank you for listening. Have a great week, month, whenever you're listening to this, whatever's going on. Hope you're just having a great time doing what you want to do, and keep reading on.